Good morning. I recently gave a talk of the top three communication pearls that I thought that people need to focus in on if they want to get better at building relationships. And I hope this helps you. I'm changing it up a little bit today. My name is Dr. Elsie. I am the CEO and founder of Lead Physician online leadership program for physicians and also the Chief Medical Officer of American Endovascular and Amputation Prevention. If you want to hear more of these videos, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, Lead Physician. Also, if you want to hear those three pearls, I'm going to give you one of them today. Go to leadphysician.org and subscribe, and I will be sending that out to you. So what is it? So one of the things that I've noticed, and I've been mentored before, is do you ever notice that when you're meeting somebody for the first time, that you get this notion of whether or not you like them within seconds? I mean, it doesn't even make any sense because you don't even know them yet. So one of the things that that we need to understand is that a lot of the things that we bring into relationships, even in the beginning of not even knowing that person, or experiences in the past, whether it's also through our genetics, things taught to us by our parents, things that we've gone through in school, whatever it is, you're bringing it to the forefront of this conversation with this person, whether you're trying to get a position, you're trying to get promoted, maybe you're just trying to network and connect with people. What we need to do is, by learning the skill, listen for the unexpected. What does that mean? It means this. Let's step back a little bit. We as humans, we are biased by nature, whether we admit it or not. And so what we need to do is kind of step back and say, you know what? I bet you there's something here that I don't know yet about this person. I bet you there's something that I haven't figured out yet. And yes, I'm trying to get this deal to work, but let me let down my guard a little bit and listen more. By having that attitude, that mindset, it can change everything, how that conversation goes and how you're a lot leaning more into the conversation. So let me tell you something that I learned that was such a pearl. It's kind of related to this. A late mentor told me that when he would meet somebody for the first time and got that notion where they didn't like that person at all, he would stop himself and say, you know what? I want to get to know that person better. So imagine that if we all stop to be a lot more self-aware of our biases and be able to give people the chance, we would build much stronger relationships and it would be a happier place. And he told me, you know what, Elsie, 99.9% of the time, I find myself that I actually like that person. So I actually do that myself. So let me just tell you a little bit of a story from a great book that speaks to this. What I'm trying to say is this book called Negotiation Genius. I don't know if any of you've read this book, but this is a fantastic book to read. One of my favorites. There's a lot of favorites of mine, but this book tells a story of a guy named Chris, okay, who gets recruited to go to Europe to finish off this negotiation that was going nowhere. This US-based manufacturing company sent a bunch of leaders there to negotiate a deal with a small European company that was making a small ingredient, and they wanted exclusive rights to this ingredient. And it was going okay, and they were close to making a deal. They sweetened the deal. They paid them more than they thought they would, price per pound for the ingredient, and they promised to buy as much as the factory could make in a year. And yet the owner would not sign the dotted line. It would not agree. So they went back and got this guy who's a Fortune 500 executive, Chris, and flew him there because he's known to do well in these deals. And what did Chris do that was so different from everyone else? He let go of the unexpected. He said, you know what, there's something here that we don't know yet. There's something I'm going to find out. I'm going to let go of all this biases of what these guys are telling me. And he just asked them one simple question. And this is a question that you can use in your conversation. He asked them why. Why would they not give exclusive rights to the US manufacturing company? And the owner just said, you know, it's because I promised my cousin that I would give them 250 pounds of this, which is a fraction of what they're, taking. Millions of pounds is what they want. But he was promising 250 pounds for him to use this ingredient in his small company in the local area. And if you can imagine, after 15 minutes, they decided, they're going to give his cousin the rights to 300 pounds a year, and the US-based company would take the rest. And that was it. I mean, can you imagine the shock? Just by letting go and looking for the unexpected, letting go of biases, you can make tremendous changes in the way you interact with people. Well, I hope this was helpful for you. I'm changing it up a little bit on my podcast and giving some pearls. I hope this was helpful. If this is something that you would like me to do in the future, please let me know. And thank you for the comments. I see that. Hi, Jess. Thank you so much. Please let me know, and I will be sure to include something like this again in the future. I hope everybody has a happy Sunday, and take care until next week, okay? Take care. Bye.